antique agenda. As you can see, we are starting the video with the clock that I thrifted at a Goodwill a few videos ago. You can see that the hole is officially covered up. It's a little bit trimmed, awkward, but you can't really tell now that the back door is sitting into the front. So the front of the clock, what I decided to do was just pop a little piece of cardboard and cover it with this French tapestry, very nicely framed in the circle. So I hope you guys approve of my choice for the tapestry. I do think it's very old world European, which is the style of the clock. So that I like. I am pleased with my choice on that. But as far as my choice on display, I have so many ideas. I need you guys to help me. And then after I show you the choices, we have a thrifting agenda. I want to hit a few thrift stores today because I need to pick up some Easter items, and I'm hoping all of the spring and Easter decor is gonna be out and ready to shop. First, I need to sit down. We are going to discuss my ideas for this display niche. That's what we're gonna call it. I'm gonna grab a stool. All right, so we need to discuss my ideas for the display niche. I have some thoughts as to the one I think is gonna be the best, but I really don't know because I haven't set them up yet. I'm gonna kind of talk it through with you, and then I'll put the finished results right here. So my first thought is using it as a religious display. If you were to Google European religious niche or religious tabernacle, maybe if you were to search it on Pinterest, I'm sure you will see photos of beautiful carved wood kind of altars that kind of really do look a little bit like this. So I do think it could be a great idea if I put together either a collection of some of my little religious keepsakes in more of a layered vignette. My other thought for more of a religious leaning display is to use this porcelain figurine that I found when I went on my trip to Round Top. I believe it was fall of 2023. And so I think if I use her, it will just be a niche for one figurine. And maybe I was thinking of tacking these wings against the backdrop so that she kind of turns into an angel. What do you guys think of that? Well, you're gonna see it right there, so you'll let me know. All right, my next ideas for the clock niche was just stacking a collection kind of artfully and packing it in really tight. And my thoughts were possibly using my little wooden shoe collection. I don't want to do anything breakable just because this does not have a glass front to keep anything from toppling over. And I just don't want something spilling out and breaking. So wooden shoes, if they fall out, they won't get broken. And then the other thought of a collection is I could do a stack of shells because I have a lot of shells, and it could be fun. Sometimes when you pack things in tight, it can look a little bit messy, but it sure does look good on Instagram photos. So we'll see how those ideas turn out. And then the last display idea for the clock is turning it into a little Victorian dollhouse room. I have some old dollhouse furniture that I've been hoarding, and I know it's kind of a small space to make a room, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It doesn't have to have a whole lot of furniture pieces in it. And then I thought maybe it could be fun to make a little paper doll. I've got this little book of paper dolls, but they're kind of young children. And I don't think with the furniture that I have, a child would quite be right. My next idea is to use this book of clip art, even though it's black and white. You're just gonna have to tell me if it looks ridiculous, or maybe I could hand color it. I don't know. Like I said, so far, these are just ideas swirling around in the old noggin, but those are it. That is all of the ideas I had. So now that you have seen them all, let me know what you guys think. All right, now it is time to go thrifting. The morning hours are dwindling away, so let's get going and see how many stores we can hit, and hopefully see if they have their Easter things out, because that's the goal. We're thrifting Easter today, and you're coming along. All right, first stop is my favorite, Mile High Thrift, although they've been going through some restructuring, so the thrift store is not quite as it was, but it's big and we're gonna check it out. Our first stop, there's one cart left. I've got some what looks like Dollar Tree type stuff. So these are little glass watering can ornaments. $2. I don't know. I'm not quite getting super excited so far. The closest thing I saw that I kind of liked is the ceramic teddy. He definitely needs to be restrung. He kind of almost looks like a hobbyist piece. I don't know. He is cute though. So this is a little snack set that was made by L.E. Smith. I just looked this up, but look at the interesting texture, almost like a faux crackle type finish to the glass pattern on it. It's different. I don't know if I should pick this up. $5 for a set of 2. Ended up buying one item from Mile High, which was the little rooster copper mold. I just thought he was a great price. So we still have bunnies on the agenda and no bunnies in hand, which means we have to keep thrifting. Next up on the docket is we're gonna hit a Goodwill. Let's go. All right, Goodwill, don't let me down. Do we have Easter? Well, we have St. Patrick's Day on an end cap, but I want bunnies. Are there any bunnies on the shelves? Oh, wait. Does he have a little bunny? Or is that a dog? I don't think that's a bunny rabbit. I think that is a dog. I spot some candle rings. This one isn't bad, but this is the one that's kind of catching my eye. Looks like little roses on the vines. So I found a different spot where we can kind of see more in contrast the little roses on this one. And it's $3. These are the kind of thing I like to use for doll head or teddy bear crowns. I can't resist them, so I'm gonna grab this. On this little end cap, I am not seeing much spring and Easter that I am interested in. This little painted piece of terracotta, it's spring-like, but not quite my style. All right, so I'm sitting outside of an ARC thrift store, and I feel like I need to put out there to the thrifting fairies exactly what I'm looking for. I would love to find some old world rabbits, whether that be a figurine, some art, possibly napkin rings, or even in the linens, but something maybe more of like a French toile. That is what I would like to find. Let's see if I get lucky on Thrift Store number 3. Oh no, they've got a whole section cleared off for Easter, but they haven't filled the shelves yet. No! Nope, I don't want you. Nope, I don't want you. You're cute holding the frog. Do I want you? I don't know. We're gonna have to think about you. Well, it's lemons and it's a metal. I do really love lemon decor, so I am gonna consider this. All right, I have found an amalgam of a Perot and a 1920s Gatsby girl. What if I did an alcohol ink dye job on the dress, turned it black, possibly purple, and then saved her to be a 1920s Gatsby witch. Give her a little witch hat for Halloween. Oh, what is that up there? That looks like a fakey. You can see that the frame is just a chipped up molded plastic. That's no good. Well, there are 2 lone hammered brass napkin rings. I'm getting closer to my style. On the next section over, I found these beaded napkin rings. Now this is a set of 6. They are $9 though, so I'm gonna have to think about it, but I think they're pretty. But it is $25. Ooh, and it's got a tag still on it. Oh, see, that's why I like it. It's April Cornell, originally $95. So April Cornell is a lot like kind of like a Laura Ashley brand. I think it's the $25 and the fact that grapes is the main theme that I am holding back on spending the $25 on this one. I did ask the thrifting fairies for European and French provincial, and they gave it to me, so maybe I shouldn't be walking away. So, thrift store number 3 did not yield any bunnies. Boy, was I disappointed when I saw that entire row of empty shelves, because you know there is buckets of Easter in the back that they just haven't put out yet. Ugh, that is frustrating, but what does that mean? That means that I have a very measly haul. So I think what I'm gonna do is pick up this video tomorrow. Tomorrow, I have a few estate sales I'm gonna go hit, and we'll go shop there together, and maybe I will have a larger haul to share by the time I'm done this week. All right, good morning. It is the following day, and I am in line at an estate sale. It is going to be a packed house. That's the name of this estate sale. So I am anticipating a lot of people. It's a smaller house. It could be a lot of fighting for elbow room, a lot of fighting for treasures. So I'm gonna put out the disclaimer now. If you get motion sickness, this one could get a little bit bumpy. Yay, I got what I wanted. So now we just have to find more goodies. Bathroom. Oh, we've got, oh, cuties up there. Ooh, yes. Look, you guys. Well, when they said packed house, they weren't kidding. There's a lot of stuff. I think everybody went down to the basement So, oh, but look, I see bunnies. Great pool table light. They've got the old 1970s bar. I found a bed crown or corona. It's $8. So that's definitely one for the shop. All right, we went down another level and I'm in a bedroom. Look at the fancy chandeliers. Look at the fancy clothes. I'm so tempted to dig into this closet, but I do have other estate sales that I need to hit, so I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna resist the fun clothes and the fun jewelry. Look at all this. Okay, I know we'll do a haul at the end of the video, but I just want to show you, look at all of this amazing beaded garland, all the potential, the fun decorating possibilities with this, and of course, I can sell some. Okay, this is house number 2. It's an adorable little brick home. Okay, so even though the little basket is more Eastery, there's $5 on the little hobnail ruffle, the tiny vase, or maybe even a votive. I think that could be cute for Easter too. So maybe I'll pick this one. We're gonna hold on to this and think about it. Ooh, they have a Hazel Atlas strawberry. That's good for summertime. Let's see what else is here. Ooh, there's more glass. Maybe I'm going to find something even better than the hobnail. What is this? I see what looks like a Fenton sticker on it. I'm not really familiar with this design. Now this is pretty for spring. I like the hand-painted violets on this one, so maybe we'll get this instead of the hobnail. Let's go past the china and over to this table. Oh my gosh, I see something Eastery, and they're pretty darn cute. That is absolutely adorable. Hand-painted for $1. I finally hit it with some Easter. Huzzah! All right, over on this table, I see a cute little Easter tin. I definitely like this one. And then what is this guy? He looks like he is part of a set, but definitely something I'm gonna pick up if it's only $1 or $2. All right, we're going down a very steep basement. Ooh, more holiday. Yay. I'm so excited that I'm finally finding some Easter stuff. So I'm feeling good today. See's candy is very nostalgic for me because it's so popular in California, but this tin is not super vintage, so I don't think I'm gonna get it. But I did get some other great, more vintage, older graphic tins. Oh look, that's only $4. Cute. Ooh, we got a tub of fabric. Okay, there is some very funky vintage fabric. This would be great, I think, to send to Enamor Amy. So I turned it vertical, like a little 1960s enchanted forest. And this would be so cute on one of her little doll dresses. That's a great floral. More holiday. Wait a minute. $2. Heck yes. Heck yes. Put that in the bag. Ooh. What is this? What is this? Oh my God, whatever it is, I want it. I want it. What else is in this trunk? Got like a little hand-sewn envelope, maybe a hanky keeper. Oh, one thing left in the trunk. I love it. Ooh boy, that was a fun day. I am so pumped. From the estate sales today, I have to stand up. We're gonna dance around, doing a quick haul, and we're gonna start with yesterday, the items that I picked up thrifting, and it wasn't many. I got the rooster, which we all saw from Mile High. Then I found the candle ring over at the Goodwill, nice golden colored beads on them. And then over at the Ark, oh man, was that disappointing to see the shelves getting prepped for Easter, but not much Easter on them. So I did find that lemon tree wall hanging art. I put it back. The only thing I decided to buy while I was there was the set of 6 beaded napkin rings. They are still new with tags, and they were pink, and pink was half off, which means I paid a little over $4.50. Let's just round it up to, I paid $5 for the set of 6 beaded napkin rings. So that's everything I got thrifting yesterday. I was a little bit sad that I didn't have more bunnies in my tote bag, but the few bunnies I did see thrifting, they just weren't vintage enough for me. I just wasn't feeling it. So that leads us to today, which was so fun. The second house, oh my gosh, you guys, all the stuff from the second house is behind me right now. But let's start with the first house. This is what I came for. This huge brass easel. Look at the detail on the base. It's just a wonderful size. And the fact that they had $10 on it really made my day. So this is probably gonna stay with me just because I don't have one this big. But really excited that it was there for me to be the first one to snatch it. And then I wandered around that crazy house. It was very interesting, very packed, as promised. The little stem of beaded, I'm gonna call this beaded leaves. They're not exactly flowers. I will show you exactly where this is going to go because the floral arrangement is just on the other table. I'll be right back. All right, so this is my beaded floral arrangement that I have on the kitchen table. It is combined with some beautiful handmade ribbon flowers. As you can see, the warm colors are gonna go perfectly in here. Let's see if we can do it right now. On the fly. Shove a flower in it. I mean, that is my motto, right? Shove some flowers in it. This is the new $2 stem. I knew the colors would go perfectly with the other florals here. I also think I filmed finding the little corona or bed canopy piece. It's not wood, it's more of that Sirocco type material. It doesn't say Sirocco, but I can tell that's what this is. I think this is fantastic. Tempted to keep this one, but I will probably list it on Etsy and see if anybody wants to buy it from me. And then I spent most of my money at that first house. You guys, I went cuckoo in the craft room and I picked up a whole bunch of beaded trim. The gal checking me out sure was wondering, what are you gonna do with all these? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna sell some of them, but these are so much fun to decorate with. You can drape them over mirrors. You can make little tassels out of them. You just have to roll them up and you get a cute little tassel. And of course you can use them in scrapbooks. bags. You can wrap pretty things in them. You can drape them around a doll like a little boa. Actually, one of these is very boa-like. I do think a lot of people use these types of trims to trim lampshades. But look at this fuzzy one. Could definitely put that on a doll as like a little boa. Oh, speaking of boas, back at the Ark yesterday, I saw that Gatsby girl doll, yet also Perot clown. She kind of piqued my interest, and that was a blue tag. So on Saturday, she will be half off. Should I go back for that little doll? I might. So as far as cost per item on these beaded trims, I'm gonna say they're about $1 each. We will see how long it takes me to use, style, or sell this huge hoard of beaded trim. All right, we're putting all this away because now we need to go through house number 2 with all the stuff behind me. And you guys, the total spend on the second house was, I think, 30 something the first, because I go back. I usually buy a bunch, put it in the car, and then I'll make a second trip back into the house. But the second trip was only $7. So I'm going to estimate I spent about $40 at house number 2. Let's look at everything. Okay, we're gonna start with the tins. So tin number 1, very pretty little English biscuit tin, as well as this one has a hinged lid. Another great English biscuit tin. I think you guys saw me film this one. I just thought, so cute for Easter. Gosh, I was so excited that there were some things for Easter at that house. And you guys saw these pieces, all bought with Easter spring in mind. The hand-painted Fenton Silver Crest small ruffle vase with the hand-painted violets. That was $5. And then the 2 hand-painted eggs. I love these. The artist was very talented on the painting on each of these pieces. Very precious, very charming. Now I know I was filming down in the basement. You saw me get the fabric, which this one I thought would be great for Enamor Amy. And then I also picked up just a really pretty, I think this is a Waverly floral. I also found this little sugar bowl, or probably a condiment jar, or maybe a jam jar. I liked the little cherries on top. Has its little porcelain spoon. It's a blue luster. Even for just display, it looks kind of like a little cupcake. You guys, I know I wasn't filming when I picked all of these up. So this guy has some wear, but look at that. Is that a pug? Are you a pug? Maybe that's a Boston Terrier. I don't know. And then look at these. I said, oh my gosh. You guys are perfect for Easter. There's definite age in the plastic here on the shoes of each bunny rabbit. Yay! No action. No action happening with you, sir. I will offer him, for Easter. I don't know, maybe he's got a little pep in there. Cute, cute, cute. Love those little guys. When I saw both of these in the basement, my mind was just exploding. So the weight workout pin, this had $2 on it. This one had a sticker. This one did not. This was in the tray at the top of that trunk. And this, hands down, is my favorite find of the day. You might have thought it would be the giant brass easel. I'm really happy that I was able to get it, but this is my favorite find. It is handmade. Someone sewed together a huge collection of pennants, the little mini felt pennants, and they are all featuring like battleships. Some of them from countries, some of them from states. But look at this piece. Beautiful crocheted trim on the edges. I just think this is wonderful. Now, I know it's a little bit like a little octopus. My guess is that because of the maybe different sizes of the pennants, they couldn't sew them in a perfect point. So they left them kind of wild and crazy in the center. I just love it. I love it, the entire thing, you guys. I think this is so special. I love this as wall art, and I couldn't be more excited about it. Okay, now, are you ready? I'm not doing Santa yet. Are you ready? I don't know if you can even see this piece over here. All right. Art Nouveau Victorian vanity jar, large. When you see the sticker on this, you can flip your lids. I had to contain myself. I can't believe I wasn't screaming inside that house, to be honest with you. But look at the design. So you've got an Art Nouveau repoussé design. Ooh, I can't see light through it. So there is some wear to the metal. But let me grab my glasses. We'll see if this happens to be sterling. Not that I care, but we'll just check. All right. I'm not seeing any marks. And usually if it's going to be marked, it's going to be marked right here on the lip of the jar lid. I'm not seeing anything. So probably your standard silver plate. But for $3, a Victorian tall powder jar with a lovely Nouveau floral design on the lid. Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Now we're gonna do the Santa. Santa and the second deer were buried under something on that table, but I uncovered it. Luckily, I didn't just walk away skipping because I had one deer in my hand. I investigated the table and I found a second deer. Now the condition is not perfect because the second deer does have a broken antler right there, but when you have him situated just the right way, you can't see it at all. He still gives so much flying reindeer joy. Then I saw that the deer went with a candy cane sleigh Santa Claus planter. Do you know how much? When I went to go up and ask and showed her the broken antler? Guess. Just guess. She said, $2. Oh yeah, $2. This is probably a Napco, a Nesco, maybe Lipper and Man. I'm learning the company names from some of my kitschy friends, but I don't always know which one's which just by looking at the design. There definitely is some wear on the paint too on the sleigh. His knees got wear, the canes have wear, but $2. Had to buy it. 100%, right? So that's the haul, you guys. I hope you had fun as much as I had fun today. I hope all of you are having a fantastic day, whatever you are doing. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And until I see you all in the next one, happy hunting, happy thrifting, and bye for now.